What you expect when you got Andrew on the beat? Keep your comments to yourself. This is year 16. Wash ya.
I'm on dialogue kulianga. Linyega, but remember that the aim is not to sweat. Kangama, ino kulukuta. Kangama, ino palakata. Kangama, ino kulukuta. Kangama, ino palakata. Hello, pakamunda molola. Me kuluke pomoto da kongo shela. Ai, nzika kongo shivelelwa. Genza vitu mumbo anti hambelelwa. Bakwetu opongo mulihano nanzi balange nando huhayo mwenyo Kwaluvala ngundane mono Shashina ndia ndikale fio Apo niko mbrungu wandu miri ya no chimpinu kungira kwetu konyo pochi panga nja upura kambi wa mkambara Tate wakara kongo ngama kwezi nungombo njiri kumuriri Yokulilo la shivike Amondalo kulianga Linyega but remember that the aim is not to sweat Kangama, ino kulukuta. Kangama, ino palakata. Kangama, ino kulukuta. Kangama, ino palakata.
Amenyindilima ihai kalako ami haizi mongele kinandi umbongalo ndatekurwa moshuwambo pankalo pakeneke ngalolo pak surulwa kalo eno ai ile ni mondabo ile ni tunayo malo voko mako if a vambu forget so ngalo shuwambo it's like coming from the toilet ino bombako
Yokulilo la shivike Amondalo kulianga Linyega but remember that the aim is not to sweat Kangama, ino kulukuta. Kangama, ino palakata. 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 Yokulilo la shivike Amondalo kulianga Linyega but remember that the aim is not to sweat
days you've been so rude. The way you talk to me so rude. You mess my mental, that's true. I compromise way too much for you. I go out my way too much. I think I try to blow your mind. Is it me or is it you? I think I try too hard sometimes. You just never notice. You never notice me. I'm stuck here in the same emotion. No, no, no. You just never notice. You never notice me, no. I'm stuck here in the same emotion. Please tell me you must not made up. I know it's been crazy. Can't keep going back and forth, but I'm trying to slide. Oh, I know you've been out for me. The concentration and you notice. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying. No, I'm trying to focus. I know we've been out for me. My concentration and you notice. I'm not perfect, but I know this. You just never notice. I'm stuck here in the same emotion. You just never notice. You never notice me, no. I'm stuck here in the same emotion. I go out my way too much. I think I try to blow your mind. Is it me or is it you? I think I try too hard sometimes. You just never notice. I'm stuck here in the same emotion. No, no, no. You just never notice. You never notice me, no. I'm stuck here in the same emotion.
Welcome back, everybody. You're watching the content.
Hi, everybody.
In studio again today, thank goodness, we have the ever beautiful
Aw.
Miss She. Not
Holla,
Miss She,
holla.
but she just goes by She, but okay. Okay. Yeah, and you're in studio, you're watching the content with Scharlarco, featuring our special co-host, She. Her name is She, S-H-E. Look it up, She Nam underscore, She underscore Nam.
Yeah, boy.
Yes. Cool. So, I am going to jump right into it. Today's show is very vibrant.
You look excited.
I am.
Yeah?
Must I tell you why?
Tell us.
So, in studio today, we have Iyaloo. She is from the Windhoek Wine Club.
Yeah, boy.
And why I'm excited is because I was accepted to be part of the board team for the Windhoek Wine Club. So I thought, you know, I have a platform. They have events coming up. And
Yeah.
that's what this platform is about.
Yeah.
So she's going to come on and talk a little bit about that, the Wine Club, and the events coming up. And then we have Miss Mavis Dash and Selena Dash from Drag Night Namibia.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
That's also very exciting. They will also come and talk a little bit about drag and drag culture.
I'm
And,
excited. I'm excited to like hear everything.
Yeah, me
You
too.
know?
Yeah. So for those of you that are tuned in, remember you can always comment. We will, or I will basically read out your comments and we can have a conversation with you guys as well.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, if you have any comments, nice
Come through.
comments, please come through. You're watching the content live, coming to you from Monday Live. How was
So-
your week?
My week. Sorry for giggling. My week was interesting. You
Oh.
know, it was very interesting, but overall it was good. It rained the other day. You know, I love rain. So yeah, how was your week? How was your
Oh, that
weekend?
was so eventful.
What did you do? What did you get up to?
My week has been relaxed, like except for Saturday. Saturday, I had my first meeting at the Windhoek Wine Club. What they said is, or it was a meeting. It was a professional meeting.
Of course.
But we ended up drunk because I mean, it can't be a wine club without wine.
I mean, yeah.
So, but that was fun because I got to meet the team for the first time. I almost didn't make it because my phone was broken. Can you believe it? My phone tried to take me out. But
You got it fixed?
yeah,
Okay.
somehow.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's okay.
Anyways.
But no, that's good. To new
Yeah.
beginnings. Ding. I mean, you're on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else? Yeah, and then I've literally, that's it. That's all I've been doing. That's the only eventful thing that happened in my life, besides obviously being on the streets.
Where were you? Doom, 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 doom.
Oh, actually, on Saturday, I went to this event, the ABC something. It's hosted at Origin, right? And they have...
Oh, okay.
Origin is where XS used to be, or XS is.
That's that where vibe was.
Where Bible.
Yeah, I see it. I see.
They had this special thing where, so there are a few DJs lined up. It was a Francois kind of event because there were quite a few white people there. Actually, there were a lot of
Ooh.
white people there. So I was like, finally, some new faces, a different scene.
Yeah,
you know.
we need that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
feel pressured to dance on beat. Don't cancel me.
Yeah.
And what was cool was they had a what you call this? They had a competition.
Yeah.
So it's bring your own cup, and the most creative cup wins. So the one girl, she brought a fishbowl as her cup. The other two, but it was just the girls that were being okay. No.
Guys
Take
didn't
it back.
participate?
They did kind of, I'll tell you, but they weren't as creative because the other two girls, they ripped off their dolls' heads, like those baby.
Oh,
dolls,
okay.
not
And then,
Barbie dolls,
yeah.
and then they used that as the cup, but they basically covered their heads
Oh.
with fake blood, and
That's
they covered themselves
scary.
with blood. And I was like, you guys are doing a lot.
That's scary,
Yeah,
guys.
but I don't know who won because we left early because we heard the music next door.
The dancing to the
Yeah.
beat.
And then we were like, yeah, let's just chip the
Nice. No, you had a good weekend, friend.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Actually, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the two guys that were there, the one had a what you call this? Jacob's container.
Oh, okay.
with coffee.
The coffee.
Yeah, I mean, okay, cool.
That's okay.
Whatever.
Oh.
And the other one had a hand sanitizer bottle.
Guys.
You know that blue one, right?
No,
So
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if that's safe. You probably had to soak that thing. And so they also had like really cool specials like a double vodka or brandy with any chaser for like $30.
Really?
That was very cheap.
When are you
So
going back again? Take me with. What me some?
I think I must stop drinking.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are lying again about our consumption.
It can never be me, honestly. Then what else? Yeah, so my one friend, he was the one with the hand sanitizer bottle. As I walk in, he's like, "Open your mouth." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "No, just
Pour
open your
it.
mouth." Homeboy sprayed.
Oh, he sprayed. I thought he would pour
alcohol.
it. So it's a
He
spray.
sprayed the alcohol into my mouth.
Ah.
It was so strange. It was so weird.
That's creative, guys. I
Yeah,
guess.
I mean, yeah, but we left and yeah. Wow.
Okay, no, you had a good weekend. That's
Yeah,
good. That's
so that
good.
was chilled. So there's a lot of new events happening with COVID regulations being relaxed. We've been invited to Drag Night, which is happening tomorrow.
Ooh, I'm
and
excited.
Saturday. Harriete and I will be there tomorrow. Saturday, there is an event called the Train Smash at the train station or something like that. Iyaloo will explain more about that because the
Windhoek Wine Club.
will also be there, and that's how I know about it.
Yeah.
So without further ado,
Let's
let
do
us
this.
jump right into it. We will have our first guest in. Right now.
Right now.
Stevie is going to get.
Yes.
Thank you, Stevie.
Iyaloo.
Yes.
Iyaloo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, guys, for those of you that are watching and listening online,
Come
feel
through.
free to go to our Facebook page, or if you are on the Facebook page, feel free to comment and ask questions. Please, you are more than welcome to. I cannot promise that I'll be.
You
able
smell
to
amazing.
answer, Kitty.
Thank you so much.
I'll answer them. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
definitely answer them. Iyaloo, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Welcome, beautiful. welcome.
Before I continue, we have some comments already happening. So what's happening is we're also streaming live,
Okay.
and we have some of our viewers online right now that are gonna ask you questions,
Okay.
hopefully, and we'll obviously engage them, right?
All right.
So right now we have Devin Damasep says,
Uh-huh.
"You, what's up, lady? Confirmation, man. I'm excited for you."
Yeah?
Oh, wait, no. he corrected it.
Oh.
Hey, Harriete, congratulations, man. I'm proud of you. It's exciting to see you live. So that's Divan.
Hi.
Divan.
Divine.
Okay. Our Stefana says, our Sheikh Svisahi, our Miss She. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Stefanus is a top fan. He's been with the content since the get-go.
Boom,
So
boom,
thank
boom,
you for
boom.
those loyal followers. I'm sure my sister's gonna show up sometime too.
She
I
will.
told her, like, I was upstaged last week. Harriet's whole family came on the stream.
Wow.
I'm sorry, guys.
And only my sister showed up. I was like, she must come. Yeah. So
Yeah.
please introduce yourself. We're just gonna jump right into it.
Okay. I'm Iyaloo. I like to describe myself as a wine lover. I love wine. My love for wine started at a very, I almost said at a very young age, but no, it started in 2018 when I actually came to Windhoek. I'm actually from the north, representing 065.
Represent.
So when I came to Windhoek, I was actually looking for a drink that I could resonate with, which was sophisticated, classy, and very elegant. And I couldn't find it in beer. I couldn't find it in Savannah Light. I couldn't find it in hot stuff. So
Yeah.
I started drinking sweet red.
Okay.
And that's where my love for wine actually started. I actually also have a very deep background in marketing. So currently I'm a marketing manager at,
You move it on.
Okay.
now.
Currently I'm doing marketing at Lefa Transportation Services. And I like to describe myself as well as fun, very innovative and creative.
And that's
Yeah.
on period.
Period.
That's really on period. So, Iyaloo, so the main reason I invited you is because of the wine club.
Yes.
The Windhoek Wine Club. Could you get a little bit into that, like what it's about, why it started, and yeah.
Okay, so something that I'm also really passionate about is networking. So I noticed how the youth don't really get together, network, establish connections, and mingle. So since I love wine and networking, I decided to combine the two together, whereas I established a club. It started off just on a WhatsApp group where it was just wine lovers from around Windhoek, where we interacted. Okay, where are we having wine today? So I decided to take the movement further, where I started hosting events on wine and educating people on the knowledge of wine. When I got to also discover wine, I got to know that we have so many wine places in Windhoek, and in particular in Namibia. So also why I started the wine club is actually to educate people on the wine knowledge in Namibia. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, when did the wine club start?
So the wine club started, so the WhatsApp group started
in 2019, but things started really kicking off and getting really interesting in 2020. So it's
Okay.
been 3 years now of drinking so much wine, meeting interesting people, networking and connecting with different people from all walks of life.
That's nice.
Nice.
With your journey, like, what was your biggest fear?
My biggest fear has always been not getting connections and partnerships, because when we started, we wanted to actually get involved with the big giants in the wine industry. So I would always write emails out there for partnerships, but people never responded. So my fear was always not getting the word out there, and also how will people react to that. People always think wine is sophisticated and classy,
Yeah.
but I was actually thinking, would people really be interested in getting on board to become part of the wine club?
Yeah.
So those were my two fears: getting collaborations and actually getting members to be part of the wine club.
I mean, it ended up being successful, no?
Yes.
With that
Yeah.
self-doubt and fear.
Yes.
That's good. That's
Nice,
good.
Nice. And so obviously it started off small.
Yes.
What events have you participated in so far as the Wine Club Society?
Okay, so far we have hosted two networking events. That was last year, where we're actually speaking more into networking and wine. So we invited wine people from all across Windhoek, and also wine sommeliers to come explain about wine and the type of wine it is. And then we gave people a platform to actually introduce them and the type of business they do or what careers they are into. And then we just created a platform for people to network and interact with each other. We also hosted camping nights, where it was just wine and camping. And we're actually traveling around Namibia to discover these wine places.
Wow.
And we actually have about 4 wine farms in Namibia that people don't know of. Not 4, but 5. So we have Erongo Winery, we have Tsumeb Winery,
I love Tsumeb.
we have Toningi Winery, and we have Nures Winery. So these are and Boshoff family wines. So what we wanted to do is to take people to the wine farm and actually discover that in Namibia there are actually people that are producing wine.
Yeah.
So we did a lot of camping. We also did wine tastings, where we would pop up at festivals and actually get about 3 bottles that we introduce to the people. What are these bottles made of? What do you pair them with? So those are the events that we have been focusing more the most.
Such a great initiative, guys.
Right?
I love it. I
didn't
love
know
it.
Namibia had any. I knew that Namibia had a gin
Yeah.
producer, but I didn't know we had our own vineyards or.
We
wine
do. We
production.
actually
I only know of wine swimmer. That's all I know.
We
But
have-
honey, shout out to you and your team.
Thank you so much.
So actually, you're like, thank you that you mentioned a team. You and your team. Naturally, what do you guys do regarding these organizations? Like, what goes into the planning? Where do you guys get your finances and stuff like that?
So far, like I've mentioned, it was all fun and games at the beginning, but we have been having a structure of members that do variety of things. So we have events planning, where these people, they actually plan the events. They start off with they plan off events to say, okay guys, there's a festival, where, when, and then they plan the logistics over the events. We also have finance that is responsible for all the finances of the club. We have admin, we have marketing and communications. So it's all those brains put together make up the wine club, and that's what makes us very successful. And this year we have, for the first time, elected a board, which I'm very happy of. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the new members are planning for the year ahead.
Nice. Okay.
Great. So, does the wine club have? I know you just mentioned the board members. But besides the board members,
Yeah.
Does the wine club have like an actual formal membership base?
Okay. Not yet. We did start with that by the beginning of formalizing everything, but obviously because we did not have a structure in place that really could implement those changes, so the membership fee went on like for 2 months, and after that, members were not paying anymore because there were no really strict procedures to that.
Okay.
But since now that we have established a board and a team, we're actually working on having paid membership. Yes, so for now everyone is a member for free because you're in a WhatsApp group, because you attend the events, but so far we don't really have paid membership yet.
Okay.
But stick to our social media platforms. We will announce when we will be having paid membership.
Okay.
Yeah, and what the membership will entail. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, guys are events based. What events can we expect from the Windhoek Wine Club?
Okay, so this year we particularly want to really collaborate with startups, especially startups in the space of the food industry and hospitality. So we are looking into promoting these SMEs and these startups, these small businesses. So on Saturday, this coming Saturday, we'll be having a pop-up stall at the Flamingo Festival at Trans Namib train station. We'll be having a stall there where we'll be selling wine and having and promoting as well a Namibian wine called Claudia Winery from Tsumeb. So all of our events, when we theme our events, we always try and put in that element of promoting a Namibian wine. So this Saturday, come down at Trans Namib train station and come support and come taste Claudia Winery. From that, the next Saturday we'll also be attending Orange Festival happening at the same place at the Trans Namib train station. We'll also be having a pop-up style there. We'll be having a wine sommelier who will be explaining to you in detail about the wine and the wine pairing. We'll also be having wine and jazz. The dates are still to be confirmed, but if you want to keep up to date with everything that we are doing, you can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. We are everywhere. So these are just some of the few that we'll have. We'll be having a lot of camps too. Since last year we did a trip to Toningi Winery, we'll be actually taking a trip to Tsumeb Winery so people can discover the wine farm in Tsumeb. We'll be having a lot of Friday wine sessions that involve networking and connecting. These are just spontaneous events where we pop up at different restaurants and just order our favorite wine, drink and wine from a very long week. And yeah, it's a lot that I can remember now, but you can just, the viewers can stay up to date with us on social media.
Okay.
So basically, the Windhoek Wine Club is a space for wine enthusiasts to find events and networking.
And networking.
Exactly.
Perfect. Love it. Now, talking about networking, do you guys have anything in place for the networking? Like, how do I say? Do you guys like facilitate the networking? Yeah, I know like when you do like a painted wine night, it's a perfect space for that because like you guys are like painting together and whatnot, conversation. With the whole networking thing, like how do you guys normally facilitate that?
Okay. At the moment, we don't really have a structure to how we do it. What we do is bring in an element where we mention the mission of the event, where we say, okay, the reason why we're here is to do this, and we're giving you a platform. So it's less talking actually at our events, less talking from the facilitator, and more networking. So we give a platform for people to sit with people they don't know. We say, when you come in and you are two, separate, mingle, talk. But then we're looking forward in actually looking for a structure on how we're going to do it. Either in bringing games involved where people can get to know each other through these games, or we're still overlooking everything.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So,
Go on.
What's your English? Yo. So the wine bottle that you would recommend.
Yeah.
Hit us with it, like the best.
Yo.
I know we spoke about Chardonnay. Some people I know like Tassenberg.
What's
But
wrong with Tassenberg? When we all started.
Tassenberg is just
I know me, I love it, guys.
Look.
Anyways, but what like the best wine? Like, give us your top 3.
my
Top 3.
Yo.
Whether it's local or like South African or like international, your top 3.
Yo, this is a really hard question.
Ish, is it?
Since-
Okay.
Since I love not all but
Yeah.
most, but okay, if you are a white wine lover, I personally, like we were talking, I love Chardonnay, so I would recommend Takara. Yes,
Okay.
a Takara
Okay.
Chardonnay. Best. It's very fruity. It's not too harsh on the tone. So I would recommend a Chardonnay. If and it's dry, it's not sweet. So I would recommend a Takara
Okay.
for white.
I need to
wine.
write that down.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if it's if you are more into dessert wine or sweet white, I would recommend okay, these names are.
It's my first time hearing these names, guys. I'm so embarrassed.
I would recommend a Zandleaf.
Sandleaf.
Okay.
Yes.
Sandleaf.
Yes,
Okay.
it's very sweet. You can have it with your dessert when you're having a cake.
Oh.
So I would recommend that. So I gave you white,
Mm-hmm.
sweet and dry. Oh, I love red wine. Ooh. So my favorite red wine so far is the Block.
The block.
Yes,
Oh.
the Block. But this one is red dry. I'm not really too much on sweet, but from the review of people that I know, I would recommend a Bonneville sweet red.
Oh.
Yes. So, yeah.
I can eat that. I can drink that with like meat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Guys, I know nothing about wine. I'm so embarrassed.
All I know is I have white wine with sushi and red wine with everything else.
Yeah.
Yes, honey.
Yes.
You didn't mention sparkling. I actually want to recommend that. I actually really like
Sparkling.
the Durbanville.
Oh, Durbanville.
yes.
Yeah.
That one
fruit
I
is
know.
Very nice.
Okay, I'm not really also like yeah, but yeah. Also, Namibian wine is also actually really great, guys. You can try it out to support these wine farms. You can try out Boshoff family wines. They they don't really produce a lot of varietals, but you can just go even in Embassy liquor store and support Namibian brand. Also a Claudia wine. If you want to know how it tastes, come down to the pop-up on Saturday. We'll be having a wine tasting of their varietals and come try out how it tastes. Let us wine lovers support wine in Namibia, because the market, actually people that buy wine, Namibian wine, are not even Namibians. They don't, even when we talk to these people, they're so surprised. They're like, you want to buy our wine?
Yeah.
You know, they're always surprised because Namibians don't know that there is Namibian wine. So that's why also the Windhoek Wine Club exists, to actually promote these Namibian wineries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Love it. So before we go to the little game that I normally play, can you just, so someone as well, Stephanus, he asked 2 questions. The first one is, what are your social media handles? I believe that's for the wine club, but if you want to link your private social media handles
No
as well.
problem. It's a brand.
It's your brand,
It's
mama.
a brand.
And then he also asks, do you perhaps organize couple wine tasting and retreats?
Ooh.
That's a good idea.
Very good
Yeah.
idea, especially these Valentines. You
Yeah.
know, it's actually a really good idea. Well, not yet, but it's something that we can look into.
Yeah.
Well, this year we want to do every little thing that we can do, and we are very happy when we get suggestions that we can actually really implement. Speaking of the handles, it's Windhoek Wine Club on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. You can also follow me, Iyaloo _2 on Instagram, and we can interact with each other when it comes to wine. If you want to learn about wine, I'm always sharing the wonderful bottles that I'm having and drinking. And we actually have a very new segment coming up at the Windhoek Wine Club, which is called Wine of the Week, where we'll be showcasing the best wine bottles that you can find in Windhoek and where you can find them and how much they are. So
Nice.
keep yourself up to date.
Nice.
Yes.
Iyaloo, thank you so much for the information.
Thank
I
you so
love it.
much for having
I'm
me.
sure the people listening are well informed, especially the 4 wineries in Namibia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a surprise to me.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, moving on to the other part of the interview. So I'm going to throw you under the bus a little.
Oh
I
my
didn't
goodness.
tell you about this. So I usually play a game with my guests.
Okay.
Last week I played the game, concerned riddles and stuff like that. But
Okay.
it was to.
I lost. I lost. It was
too
challenging.
I would lose as well.
It was too serious. So we'll stick to something that we all know universally.
Okay, all right.
So the game is called Song Association.
Okay.
So basically what happens is, I will give you a word,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to quickly think. I'll give you 10 seconds. Yeah,
Shit.
I'll give you 10 seconds to quickly think of a song that has that word either in the lyrics or in the title. And you must sing out at least one line of the song. Don't worry, you don't need to sing
Okay.
perfectly.
With the word in it.
Yeah.
With the word in it. But we must hear that verse or that line at least.
Okay.
Okay? Are you guys okay?
I mean, I'm good.
Oh, so what's gonna happen is you and Harriete are gonna compete against
Okay.
each other.
All right.
So
This is a
whoever-
competition.
So whoever gets it first gets the point.
Okay.
And
All
we
right.
don't win anything, but
Oh my goodness.
it's healthy competition.
Okay.
No pressure, no pressure.
Okay, I love jazz, so okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
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 Cool. Let me just get this timer on.
Okay.
Okay, 10 seconds is on the clock. You guys ready? So our first word is rock. R-O-C-K.
You rock my world.
You rock
Should I
my
say that?
world, you know you do, and everything.
Yes, just in time.
What song was I gonna
Michael
sing?
Jackson, right?
Michael Jackson. You rock
Okay.
my- yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well
we
done.
so we should say the artist.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
have
just
to
you
say
just
it.
have to sing it, Mama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mitch, do you have a pen over there?
Rock,
Okay,
steady.
cool. Moving on
No.
to the second one.
Mm.
The second one is water.
Pour me water, holy water.
Guys, I'm losing.
Okay. Harriete, you are the musician here.
Yeah. It's okay, you know the case must at least win.
Oh.
You
First
know?
time.
Thank you.
Okay, okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
The third one is you. Y-O-U.
You.
You-
This is catered to you. Cause baby, this is you.
Oh.
No, I said no, that's no. It's not you catered to you. Now which one, friend?
You are correct. It's
Am
given
I?
to you.
Okay.
Now why are you shaking your head?
You're correct.
In there, okay.
I almost made up my own.
No. It's like you.
You.
Okay, well done. This is so annoying.
So guys, my screen.
Okay, so that one goes to Harriet. There's with you.
You.
Oh.
Oh.
You know, back in the days. And
I know,
so You
right?
could have said you rock my world again. Just say.
True. That's true. That's true.
Imagine. Cool. So the next song is Sexy.
You're
I'm
sexy
bringing
and
sexy
you know
back.
it.
I'm bringing sexy back.
I'll give it to both of you.
Okay.
Say it at the same time. Well done. Cool. So the next word, we're going fast.
Mm.
The next word is wine. W-I-N-E.
Want it up? Gonna make it hot like the roof is on fire. No?
No,
wine, Joey.
no.
Wine or wine now? Wine. Oh. Sorry.
No.
Stop.
Which
I
one?
wanted to sing the
Red,
Whiskey
red
song.
wine.
Oh.
Can't believe I lost that one.
Oh. So you both lost this one, huh? Wine. I think isn't that wine with an H?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, Harriet, wow.
It's okay. Okay, two more. The next one is, party.
Because we like to party. Yeah.
Nice, well done. Okay,
And she
cool.
won.
One
No,
more.
One more.
One more.
Okay.
So I believe this is the tiebreaker.
Doom, 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 doom.
This is the tiebreaker.
Okay.
So whoever gets it, well done. Cool. So the word is ice.
Ice, like
Ice,
Ice.
ICE.
Icebox where my heart used to be.
That's it. Ice. Well done. You must at least.
I lost last week. Okay, I was a loser.
Can't do that again.
Okay, but you're right. The guests have to win. Yeah.
baby.
But high five.
Yeah.
Great
Well
job.
done.
Great job.
You guys did great.
Thank
I'm
you.
very proud of you.
Thanks, Chummy.
Cool. So we dealt with the socials and everything. I would just say for those that just tuned in again, please give us those socials again.
Okay.
Where people can find you, where people can go if they want to join as a member, if they can join as a member, and then again also plug the events again.
Yeah.
All right. So we can always start the conversation online. So you can always reach out to us on Instagram. That's Windhoek Wine Club, and on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. And that's where we can start the conversation of if you want to be a member, and we can talk about it, and we can recommend links to you, and you can also stay up to date with all the events that are happening, because we always post them on our social media. For now, we have a pop-up this coming Saturday where we'll be selling wine. Oh, and I just forgot, we're actually collaborating with Seasoned Namibia. They're actually they make biltong, so we'll be pairing wine and biltong together, so you can come
Nice.
down, come have a glass of wine, come taste Namibian wine, come have some biltong, come network, come mingle. And from there, the next weekend we are also having a pop-up festival, same place, Trans Namib train station. So we'll be having a lot of events, Friday wine sessions, wine and jazz, a lot of camping. So I want to tell the viewers to follow us on social media to stay up to date with everything that is happening. Yeah.
Nice.
Exciting. Yeah. So Iyaloo, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me, guys.
It's been a pleasure.
This
been great.
this is actually my second interview.
Yeah.
Oh.
Radio
Did you enjoy
interview.
yourself?
It was the most smooth one.
I
so
told you, girl.
Really?
I told
Yeah.
you.
I'm really glad.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen is we're just gonna go in like a short music break to get ready for our next guest, and then we're going to see Iyaloo out. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Remember to follow those socials, and yeah, just stay tuned.
Yay!
That was lovely.
That was nice.
She said she from Namibia. That body look Jamaican. They say she likes money. Sometimes it's my talent. Ta ta ta. And the girls dance here, they have a good time. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da da da. Turn around, let me look at you. Cause you look like the Leash Matthews. Give your number, let a nigga holler. Let the party like an undercover. Can I get another double lock? Sexy mama, why you like to suck? I stop begging and people live. Tell her on now that the freeze hurt. Da 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 da
And we're back. Welcome back, guys. So for those of you that are just tuning in, you're watching or listening to the content with Scharlarco, featuring special co-host Harriete. I mean, she.
Yes.
I hope I get that right.
It's
I'm
okay,
so
friend.
sorry.
Just call me Harriet. I mean, we are friends. It's cool.
We just interviewed Iyaloo from the Windhoek Wine
Mm-hmm.
Club. If you want to see that interview immediately after the show, the video would, the recap will be available. And currently we have Miss Mavis.
Hello, darlings.
Hi.
Dash from the
Hi,
House of
guys.
Holla, holla, holla.
Welcome, ladies.
Thank you for having us, darlings.
I'm so excited and so happy you guys are here.
Thank
We're
you.
so excited to be here.
Cool. So basically, I before we get into everything or anything formal, please introduce yourselves and like just what you guys are about.
Okay, well, my name is Miss Mavis. I am the founder of Drag Night Namibia and the house mother of the House of Dash. I am a MC, a model, an actress, a comedian. Darling, anything you can think of, that's Miss Mavis. She don't miss nothing but the money sometimes, so she keep collecting when she dashes. And that's why she got a money daughter named Selena. Selena, tell these people who you is.
Hi guys, so I'm Selena Dash from the House of Dash, and I am, as they call me now, the Beyonce
Period.
of Namibia.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me.
Hi, B. Hi.
Love that for you. Cool. So we're gonna get right into it. So the reason I initially invited you guys, besides your personalities, is because of the event that's happening tomorrow and Saturday. So I want to get that formality out of the way first. Please tell us what's happening tomorrow, and then basically how people can access what's happening tomorrow.
All right, so we are starting off with Cycle 2 for Drag Night. We had a wonderful Cycle 1 last year, ended off in December, and this is going to be our first show for the year, Volume 1, Cycle 2, very excited. We decided to go with a theme, because every Drag Night is themed, and we know it's the month of love, but we know that some of us, we most are coming from December, and there was most vacation, and there was bay leave, and they were on leave, and now they are coming back bit by bit.
Yeah.
So we just want to let all of our girls just have a moment where we book ourselves into this heartbreak hotel, and if you are like anti-love, you want to bust some windows out of a car, you want to take a baseball bat and let him know that you are still the main squeeze and no side chick can take you down. Drag Night Namibia is going to be creating like a space where the anger and the frustration can all just come out. So if you have a little bit of a squabble in love life, Chomi, that is where you come. You come drink it out and you come party it out, and we scream it out in the same time, Soma.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Now in overall, I want to ask, how did Drag Night start? For those of the people who don't know, how did it start? What has it been doing? And what can we expect?
So Drag Night started actually 2 years ago. We had a conversation with the owners of Cafe Prestige after performing for one of our main sponsors, Pencil Casting, a good friend of ours, Kulan. She had a launch for her company, and she was like, okay, can I have the drag queens perform? Can I have the triad? And if you did not know, Miss Mavis is part of a delicious triad. We're a beautiful Destiny's Child of our own, made up of myself, Miss Mavis. Then my two sisters, Gigi Has Arrived and Monique Critique. And we kind of just like started off something after doing Butensis with Lisa Ellis. And what we really wanted was, after the production was completed, we were like, there's so much more within the queer spectrum of drag culture, but there is no safe space for us.
True.
And while we had it at the theater, we had this enclosed space where everyone was so open and accepting to the energy of drag culture and queer culture that we were like, how can we recreate this and have it on a constant loop? So after we performed at Cafe Prestige for our friend Kulan, we had a sit down with the owners, and Hanan said, okay, let's have a trial run and let's see what it is. So we all sat down, the original founders, of course, myself, Gigi Has Arrived, Monique Critique, and Lisa Ellis, and we sat down and we were like, okay, based on the song night format that we know that Lisa ran, how can we incorporate that to have a sustainable community building project where queens, queers, and queer allies can all come together and enjoy each other's company and space in a safe environment where everyone is celebrated and enjoyed. And Drag Night was birthed. And we've just not stopped since.
Oh, no, you guys haven't.
No,
COVID
you
tried,
haven't.
girl.
You haven't.
She really tried.
She tried a few times. Our president was locked down, and we're like, oh, we gotta sit at home, girls. 2 months later, we're like, we back, honeys.
Yeah.
But that was needed, you know?
It was.
To be more creative, and, you know, the platforms to be, you know, established, and the outfits, you know?
Girl.
Everything took place. Yeah.
But on outfits, I must give Ingo Shanyenga a quick little shout out for this
Please.
delicious garment, darling. And of course, you are wearing.
Roberto Schultz.
Ooh.
Child.
But you're giving, like I said,
designer.
Kim K.
Ah.
It's the ponytail for me.
It's the ponytail. I'm just
It's
like,
the ponytail.
new Kim, who dis?
I love it. I
Don't
love
call me
it.
Kanye. We don't know you no more.
Yeah.
Period.
Guys, I love Kanye. Come on.
Girl, not you being a Yay supporter today.
No, but I love Kim too. She's my sister, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Girl,
That's my sis.
as long as I'm ripping the Kim look, you better say that.
Speaking of names, how did you guys get your, I want to say your personas, your names?
So Miss Mavis, actually, my best friend, who is a cisgendered heteronormative guy, he's like the manliest man out there. Tattoos, gymming, fishing, what. We are like, he's like my best friend on the planet, and we sat down and I introduced him to like this whole drag essence. And then Pablo and I were sitting on my mom's couch one day, and he was like, so if you decided to take this thing seriously, what would we call you? And I had a bunch of other names. I was trying to be very fancy about it, and he was like, Kay's 'n colored auntie, kay's verkoop vis elke nou en dan, so kay moet 'n Mavis-erige naam hê. And then we're like, okay, I like this Mavis essence. And if you take Mavis and you take the Afrikaans version, you break it up and it was Mavis. And if you translate that to English, it's mother fish.
Yes.
And I am the mother of fish, darling.
Yes.
I will serve you kansi hansi bansi all day, every day. And ek is toch die heerlijke dame. But that's how Miss Mavis came. It just came from like wanting to have colored representation and having a name that's truly like significant within our community. And everyone knows a Mavis. In die kleerling gemeenskap, daar's elke mens. Mavis verkoop brood, of Mavis die auntie wat daar om die hoek staan 'n sigaretjie rook en sy's besig om die stories te vertel soos wat is. So it's like a very wholesome name for like the community, and I was like, I really
love
want to
that.
keep that connection and keep
Yeah.
true to my roots. And I added the Miss part because I was just like, I like pageantry and I like being pretty, so I was like, let me be Miss Mavis.
Lovely.
So yeah.
And
Selena?
you, darling, Miss Beyonce.
So for me, I don't know if you guys still remember Selena
Yes.
Quintanilla
Yeah.
Perez. Yeah. So I love that woman. Like, she is one of my icons. So for Drag Night, the first time I performed, it was disco. And I was wondering, what am I going to do? So then it popped up Selena's disco medley for the 1994 show, I think. Yeah, so, and from there, I was introduced as myself,
Yeah.
but just doing Selena. And then afterwards, people were just like, anything for Selena.
love
And then I was like,
that.
okay, guys, I think I can work with this because
Yeah.
this is literally me.
Yeah.
And then my mother adopted me and she was like, Selena Dash.
Period.
She's here.
She has arrived.
Dashing to the bank to collect the check.
I love that.
Love that. And you mentioned mother. Please explain. Please explain what you mean by mother and adoption. Yeah.
Because that's an interesting topic to go into.
Yeah.
So basically, in the queer culture, like especially when you look into the ballroom scene, there was a lot of queer people, and we know this a lot with queer people. When they do start coming out, then a lot of their families don't accept them necessarily. So they are then put out of their homes. They live on the streets. They don't really have like a space to call their own home. And within the queer culture, and during Paris is Burning, and all of these wonderfully like pivotal moments within the queer culture and history, it developed this need for safety, security, and trans women were really at the forefront of creating this safe haven for queer people from all over, be it lesbian, be it gay, be it non-binary, whatever your like definition of who you were. It was a safe space, and the term mother was created as the caregiver, someone that takes you in under their wing, takes you into their house. Because like even in Cape Town, we have mothers that literally have created spaces where they take in children from the streets, and they have a space for them, they have a home, they have a bed. And we necessarily don't have to do that to that extent, but there are two times like where as a mother you give in, you like, okay girl, let mama help you here, okay you need a little makeup artist, then mama call one of her connections, put the things together. Because whatever I've learned, my daughter does not need to go through that. The bridges that I had to build, I built them so that my kids can walk and like strut their stuff. So it was important for us to also just have this beautiful connection. And what's very lovely is like with all the mothers that we have, because there are like 4 houses currently. It's the House of Dash, it's the House of the Arrivals, it's the House of Critique, and the House of Amanda.
Wow.
The scene really has been picking up, and it's so
I love
beautiful.
it.
And when you look at the mothers and their daughters from this is like the different houses, like you can see the like not just a resemblance, but like a resemblance in essence, a resemblance in performance power. And it's each one really like speaks to just being so connected to who their mother is, and it like really just has this beautiful connection. It's really like a beautiful way just to like foster togetherness and community building.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, no, that's really
Yeah.
I want to ask, you mentioned ballroom.
Yes.
earlier. Would you? I understand the concept of ballroom. Would you say that Drag Night is Namibia's ballroom scene?
I would not.
I know what Drag Night does, and ballroom is totally different.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as a representative for it in the meantime, or are you guys planning to actually have a kind of a ballroom?
Girl, you trying to get good sauce out of me today. Well, I would say that Drag Night really has opened up like the doorway for a lot of other things to like be formulated within like queer culture. And I think ballroom is definitely something that is within the pipelines, and it's one of the things that we want to branch into, because what we said is also with Drag Night, we really want to be decentralized. We don't want to just keep it within like like one little box forever, because how do you keep this boxed? Like, how do you keep this being a one-trick pony? It's not. It's multifaceted. At this point, what we want to do is we want Drag Night Namibia to have a sense of an agency, like you would have a talent agency. It should be a mother agency that opens the doors to multiple different avenues within the entertainment spectrum, and of course creating staple pieces, if I can call it that, of queer culture, which is like the ballroom scenes, which is the drag culture, of drag queens showing up, brunches with queens, like all of these different things that come from this beautiful world of drag artistry. Drag Night Namibia is a launch pad for all of those things, and it's the front runner to allow for all of these other things to exist in a more palatable way, bit by bit.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that answer
That's
your
really-
question?
Part of it, but I got the
You got
keys.
little. You got, I was gonna give you all the tea. I'm like, "Ooh, child, this Lipton tea is good."
So I know you guys have been seeing that, checking on my phone. So like I mentioned, people are watching us,
Yeah.
and there have actually been a few comments, and I'm going to read a few of them before we
Please.
continue on. So Mitch isn't around at the moment, but Stephanus is giving him a shout out. Again, Stephanus, thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
Gideon Desideria.
What
I
an
hope I said
interesting name.
Got it, right?
What an interesting name.
Very.
I hope I said that correct.
But forgive my friend if he didn't.
Yeah. He says with the wine club with okay, cool. It's just a shout out. Stephanus says, yes, Miss Mavis really seems like an awesome MC. Fire emoji, top energy. Thank you.
Thank
Kulan
you.
says,
To you.
Kulan's tuned in. Thank you for tuning in. She says, yes to pencil cast.
Period.
Casting. Ooh, the English is.
The bundles are finished.
And then Kakurupa says, did I say that correct? Oh wow. Who is this guy? I love his aura. Okay.
Is it Juno?
Beautiful.
I'm hoping.
Both of them. at this point.
Because we're going to take all the attention up in this building today.
Aiden also tuned in. He says, yes, Miss Mavis hitting all the facts.
Iyaloo.
And Jay Aaron as well says, gorgeous dolls.
Yes.
And guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you
Yeah.
have any questions you want to ask the lovely ladies in studio,
Come through.
please come through. Actually, I wanted to say something while I was mentioning ballroom. For those of you that don't understand what ballroom is, or I would say this, it's basically it's a slang term basically.
Yeah.
So ballroom is an event basically that happens where different houses come together and they have different categories where they kind of perform or compete against each other, and this is culture that started off in the States. It's where the term Vogue comes from.
Yes,
Yeah.
honey.
You guys should read it up. It's actually very interesting.
I still want to learn how to dance, guys.
I have a friend from the States.
Yeah.
And we were in a dance class together. So she taught me first how to twerk. I don't twerk. in
Girl, I was
public.
about to be like, I'm about to ask you.
And then, she introduced me to these two Japanese dances that were tatting.
Oh, tatting. Like
Yeah.
the finger tatting.
Yeah, but they were also what you call this, whacking.
How do you do that?
Yeah, and then she was like teaching me how to do
Nee,
it. I was
like it's a
what is
whole
it?
like.
Yeah.
Girl,
Oh,
I can't. No, girl, don't.
It's
Oh,
so-
I
I'm
didn't
sure you can
that.
do it. I'm sure you.
Yeah, we keep those like little party tricks when you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I love
ballroom
it.
is,
And just to add on to that, like ballroom actually existed and like started because of queer people not being allowed in specific spaces.
Yeah.
So many of the categories that are created within ballroom culture is to allow queer people to have their moment within it. So if you, for example, had a category corporate realness, a lot of queer people back in the day weren't allowed into corporate spaces because they were queer. So it was a way for the queer community to have their moment to dress up in that attire. Queer people weren't allowed, and still in many states and in our country, allowed to get married. So they would then have a category where it would be wedding realness, and you'd see beautiful queer people in gowns. And it was a moment for queer people just to take back their own identities and be like, we are part of society, but we're gonna do it in our own space and have a trophy or two while we do it.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what you call this, ballroom.
That's boring.
Yeah.
That's boring.
So cool. So I also want to ask back to the House of Dash.
Yes.
What are the I want to say fundamentals to be a part of the House of Dash?
Yes.
Like what does the House of Dash stand for?
Are you gonna answer, my beautiful daughter?
I think you can, Mama.
Okay, Mama, we'll do this one more time. Y'all, my lungs are done with talking today. Well, I think the easiest way for me to like just encapsulate it is the House of Dash is really, it's also like a little like piece of the Kardashians. Like, so it has that little Dash. They
I
had the
see.
Dash store.
The Dash
so it's like this
store.
expensive luxury. You see it, darling. You see it. It's coming out, no?
I
The
see.
heats, the points are
I
being.
see.
I understood the assignment.
Yes, honey.
So it's like we're really like about the House of Dash is really about just having this larger than life ability to embody whatever it is that your mind can think of and letting it out in an expressive and creative way with fabulosity and performance. And one thing that the House of Dash is known for is sick killer performances. If you watch any daughter of the House of Dash
I've
or their
seen y'all.
mother, we will give you a show. We will lip sync the house down. We will perform the house down. We will empty your bank accounts, empty your wallets, steal your husbands, and dash away while we're doing it. So watch out.
It ain't
for us.
safe. It ain't safe.
No, I went to my first, because for the whole of last year,
Yeah.
Chokin or
Monique
Monique.
critique.
Has been inviting me to come. And eventually, because I was always out on weekends, out of town, so finally I had the chance to go see them perform, and oh my God.
Were you inspired?
It was
Huh?
a spectacle. Guys,
Hey, Mondo Ange.
it was definitely a performance out of this country.
Yeah.
It's definitely a space where you find something different. You find it's so safe.
Yeah.
It's like the
Thank
people
you.
that were there, you could see that they were so comfortable. And
I
Yeah.
love that.
I've never seen so many women in one space.
Yeah.
Girl, right?
Out. They were like just outside, and it looked so comfortable, but the energy itself is, yeah, that's, I'm gonna send you guys an invoice for that marketing.
Girl, you better dash to the bank. I see you putting in your application.
But no, on a real, like, speaking from experience, it's a brilliant space. And before we continue to the next questions, Aiden is saying, okay, I should ask you guys what kind of people, okay, I just kind of mentioned it, but okay, what kind of people come out to watch Drag Night? Yeah, and then before you
Okay.
answer that, Macy, BB, Vessels, Cheese.
Karina van Jaarsveld.
Yes.
Yes.
Much love to the queens of the House of Dash from Madam Ophelia, aka Karina van Jaarsveld.
Yes. Love you, babe.
Yeah, so the Aiden's question, what kind of people come out to that Drag Night?
I'd say all kinds. Like, there's not a specific like label to it. It's like you get your non-binary people, you get cis-friendly people, you get straight people. Like, there's no, it's only for queer
Yes.
allies or queer people. It's like for everybody. So the more people like get to know that concept, the more our crowd will even grow, because I think somehow people have it's only queer people
Yeah.
allowed, but it's not.
It's not.
Yeah. So people that we have are like all kinds. Like
It's very diverse. Also, just to like say, shout out to Aiden, aka Atlantis, one of the house mothers. She is a house mother. She's the mother of the House of Amanda, which is a play on words. It's actually like if you write it out, it literally says Amanda. So like from the House of Amanda. So like a big shout out to our sister.
Yeah.
Love you, Atlantis.
Well, I just want to ask one last question. I've seen your outfits and I love fashion, but what inspired like all your outfits, like from last year or like today? Like what inspired like your magic?
Yes, and let me add on to that. And how long does it take?
Yes, and getting to like
Not
your
just drag itself, but to get into character.
character, like are you character 24/7, or like your alter ego? Not your alter ego, but do you walk with
With that
with that fire?
So for me, I think my outfit inspirations come basically every time the theme is laid out, then I already know, okay, so this is what we're going for. So let me find something similar to the theme. Like for me, for Selena, it's like it always be lingerie, darling.
Period.
I gotta show
She
the
is
No, I saw.
body.
I think there was one where you were wearing like a red one.
Yeah.
You're singing to
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Yes.
Is it end of? Which one was
Yes,
it?
end of time.
Yes, it
Yes,
was
I
end of
saw
time.
that. I was like, okay.
And even with that outfit, I got the inspiration from her, because if you see her 2009 EMA performance, she was
Yeah.
wearing a red lingerie.
I
piece.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like the easiest way is just like to like if I have to like describe Mavis and like just how it becomes the production that it is. I have a team. I have a literal team of people that I constantly like consult and like work with to create what it is that I create, because it's not a one woman job. Really, it is not. Like there is no way for me to ever say that I do everything by myself. But I have like amazing people that work with me. For example, when we do our show tomorrow, the amazing Miss J will be doing my face. Jay Aaron will be doing Selena's face. So we have like amazing people that we work with, and they really help just adding the extra like accessories and elements to really bring out the character. So it's like, even when we were sitting outside just now, just having like a chat, we were like, okay, before we go in, it's gonna switch on. Like the character will come when we are here. So it's like it really is an alter ego. Like it is our Sasha Fierce. Like this is like my divine feminine energy in its full totality, living her fantasy, doing the most, doing the least, snatching up crowns and trophies, and just being happy.
It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
Girl, I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna use that tomorrow. Be like, yeah, it ain't safe. It ain't safe.
No. The first time I saw Miss Mavis, the energy I got was that rich color.
Really, she does. She really does.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't play games. She's yet soft, but it's like, I'm not here to waste time.
Exactly.
I've arrived.
Like, okay, watch yourself.
I don't want to mess with you, Mom.
Girl, you better check yourself. While you had to bring me some wine.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I want to get back to the question. I have two questions in one. What is the environment in Namibia like for the drag community? And also, in the same breath, like, how has the community been received? I guess it's the same question, but how has the community been received by the general public?
Go on the receive.
I'd say currently now it's more open. Like people have really gone with, or like came a long way from back then to now understanding what it's actually about. So currently I feel more comfortable even like to go out in public as Selena or like as myself and not feel that like no, I feel like it has changed a lot.
We're the girlies singing it ain't safe anymore to y'all. Y'all ain't singing it to us anymore. It ain't safe for y'all. We gonna catch you.
But also, you guys also created that dialogue, you know, that awareness, you know, not that a lot of people are hidden and they don't want to show who they are. So I believe you guys created that platform, you know, so that's beautiful.
And speaking of that platform, how do people join Drag Night? Like
Yes.
How do the performers that want to come in showcase what they have? How do they join? Where do they go? Is it strictly just for the houses, or do you guys have your?
Cause I wanna join.
Ooh, girl, you ready?
Loud, baby.
You wanna give us a little some, girl?
I know Liza performed.
Yes,
the last time,
yes,
right?
yes.
And I'm not sure if she's part of any house. I doubt it.
No. Lisa's actually like, and I love that she uses this term now. Like, she calls herself like our grandmother. She's like the grandmother of drag queens in this country. Because she really is like, cause for the triad, like she is our mother. Because we performed for her Artist of the Decade performance at the Numbers, the last Numbers of the year, back in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. That was the last Numbers, right? We're in 2022, 2020, yeah?
2020, yeah.
Yep, girl, it's been a long time. So what Lisa did, and it's what she's always been about, she's been very revolutionary about everything, and she's always been a powerful queer ally, and she actually gave the triad the opportunity to perform live with her on the Numbers stage at the 2020 final show, doing a medley of all of her greatest hits, and that was the real first introduction, and she's really taken the three of us under her wing and like molded us to become more powerful as queens, taking ourselves serious as brands and just building us. And we have, of course, the amazing Alaska, who is Adriano Fisagi, who does the best Tina Turner in the country. She is Tina Turner, and this is also someone that is from the Lisa Ella's wing. So it's really like she's the grandmother supreme.
Yes.
And she has moments when, and it's what's beautiful about the drag night space as well, is like it's open to not just queer performers, and that's the beautiful thing. We also want to make sure that we can identify specific individuals that are really queer allies with their music, and we did an amazing music video with Anthony Knows last year where he released a song called Fonka, which was released on the 1st of July, which is the starting day of Pride. The global Pride. So we launched that music video, and it was the first time also for 3 drag queens to be in a cisgender heteronormative man, colored man's music video. So it was really like boundaries being broken. So it's really been, and it's like these are the kinds of people that we love to work with. So if you had to come and be like, I would like to perform, it's an open platform to anyone. Of course, preference to the drag queens,
Yes.
obviously. But to get into performing, I think Selena can actually answer, because like I've just always been there, y'all. Like I'm just gonna perform if I'm gonna perform. But Selena actually has a story on how she came into drag nights.
Yes, tell us.
Yeah, so I used to dance at home in front of friends, like just in my circle. And then it was the beginning, the first week of September last year. And then Miss Mavis called me and she was like, darling, don't you want to perform? And I was like, well, this is my chance. So I took it. And then I was like, I can't, like this. I've been wanting to do drag. Like I have done it before, but I was in Cape Town. Just like to go out in the presence of like Selena. Or by that time, I wasn't Selena. I was Jada Von Nam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, that
So
was-
when he gave me the call, I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. And then ever since then, I can't, like, it's so
You don't look
amazing.
back.
I can't, like,
Yeah.
I'm so happy. I literally, and I had the worst stage fright.
Ah,
guys.
you dancing. You don't look like you do.
I had the worst stage fright ever. Like, I couldn't, like, in front of people, like,
Yeah.
other people that are not my circle. But that's out of the window.
But look at you. Look at you now. Look at
her
you.
now, girl. And it's like, it's what's beautiful is like, we will, if we identify specific individuals, we will physically reach out. But the beautiful thing is, like, because it's such an open door policy, we're really open to anyone wanting to perform. And if you go to our Drag Night page on Instagram, Drag Night Namibia, our email address is there as well, dragnightnam@gmail.com, and we are open to anyone sending us call outs, giving us ideas, giving us like, hey, I would really like to perform, or hey, how could I get involved? Maybe I want to be a producer, maybe I want to be a sponsor, maybe however it is that you would like to get involved. If you go onto our page and you go into that email, or even you just drop us a DM, because your email is a lot of work, ne?
It's a lot.
There's a lot to me. Imagine, come on, you are there typing away, email what. So,
And so formal.
ooh, come on, like, hi, Drag Night Committee, we'd love to. No, child, it ain't like that. We ain't the Illuminati. Just come through. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's a really open door policy, and it's really what we're trying to like create with our space and our platform, that anyone, if you are willing, if you have the hunger, and Selena is one of like the queens that I'm like the most proud of always. I'm so proud of every single queen that has performed at our like drag night stage. But like Selena is really one of the queens, if I can just mention a few of them, but Selena has really like done the work. She's really one of the queens that the hunger is there, the want to always be a student and improve on everything that her craft is. It's there, and that is what we're looking for. We're looking for the opportunity to help cultivate and build you up as a brand, as a drag queen, and give you a platform where you can perform, and then with time book corporate clients, move into spaces. And that's why partnering up with people like Pencil Casting from Kulan is so important for us, because partnering up with a casting agency that does castings for everyone across the globe, having drag queens on that, featured Namibian drag queens, and having them have the opportunity to book gigs, go into commercials, it's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to really open the doors, starting at drag night, getting your confidence, brushing you up, helping you like become your full essence, and then sending you out so that you can own every space that is out there.
Love it. Love it.
Beautiful.
Jimmy, I'm out here preaching.
Ah, you came here
It's a
for a
church.
reason.
Girl.
You came here for a reason. They must know.
They are knowing you are in the know, child.
I have one more question regarding Drag Night. For those who've not attended it, what is the setup like? Like what normally happens at Drag Night in Namibia?
So basically, it's like it's like a show. Like you buying a ticket to see a show, like a concert, like a sit down with your friends, a night out. So the set up for drag night is like a stage vibe. So that's why I'm referring it to as a concert. So, and you have like different artistry that's happening. It's like, oh, now we have hip hop, now we have this, now we have like a whole opera or poem being read. Like, it's amazing. So the setup for me, yeah, I'd say it's like a concert. So you're coming to watch a show.
Literally.
And you will get a show.
You gonna
You're
pay
here to
$75
entertain.
and every single cent is worth it. darling.
Every single.
Yeah.
And then you can go and have drinks and
Yeah.
there's delicious food on the menu at Cafe Prestige. So it's really a holistic.
Oh, is that me?
Girl,
It's okay.
it's the spirits. They're moving. They're like, hey, the drag queens are here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, while we're talking about money and food and everything,
Was that
you
me?
guys haven't really explained where people can find the event, like when it's happening, where it's happening, entrance fees, stuff like that.
So Cafe Prestige is at FNCC. That's where Drag Night happens the first week of every new month. The ticket is $75. So there's a Friday show and a Saturday show.
Yes.
So we have pre-sale tickets that goes on a week in advance. If you don't make the pre-sale, you can still catch at the door.
No.
But child, don't be that girl.
Yeah. 'cause
Don't be.
right now it's
We are
last time I was-
Stand in
friends.
the queue.
yeah.
Show
The
me.
last time I was so lucky because one of my friends came out. She said, "Oh, one of her friends didn't show up, so I can have her ticket. We had gotten them previously." And I was like, "Oh, because I was about to go home." It was apparently full.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful
Yeah.
thing, like it's and with time, even like we've gone from, because our first show was last year February. That was our very first show, but it was not drag night yet. So in March we're actually going to make 1 year as a platform. But our first show was we were attached to the Love Yourself campaign with Priscilla the Dessert Queen, and she has this wonderful campaign that she runs every year, which is the Love Yourself campaign. And last year she focused specifically on drag culture for the community of the queer culture. And we kind of piggybacked on that, and then we were like, okay, we're going to use this as a soft opening to also introduce what we're doing. So it's really like a full circle moment where we're really just like, we're coming back now, and we're like, it's about to be lit. It's like really lit.
Are you excited for tomorrow?
Yeah, are you gonna help me pick a dress? an
Please,
outfit?
honey. Please.
What I'm wearing tomorrow.
And like, you better get your
Andrew?
tick.
Oh,
You help
which
me.
one help you? No, don't.
No? Okay.
Child, not you being red.
I trust you, Puta. I trust you.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Great. So we have a few minutes left. Might cross over a little bit, but it's fine.
It's
If
okay.
the people don't want us watch after 4, it's fine. So we're gonna play a song.
Okay.
The song is not a song. Oh my god.
A song or
I'm
something.
sorry. We're going to play a game called
Uh-huh.
Song Association.
Okay.
And I don't know if you're familiar with it. Basically, what happens is I'm going to give you a word,
Mm-hmm.
and then you will have 10 seconds, all three of you, to find a song that has
Uh-huh.
that word in the song
Uh-huh.
or in the title of the song.
Okay.
But you must sing out at least one line of the song.
Girl, we drag queens. We lip
We
sync.
lip
What you talking about? Girl, you invited the wrong girls. She an impersonator of the Beyonce. She ain't gonna give you the vocals today.
Don't worry about the vocals. It's fine.
Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, we apologize for any technical difficulties caused after this moment.
Love it, love it. Cool. So, what's going to happen is I will start the timer immediately when I say the word.
Okay.
And then whoever sings first will get the point.
Wait, is there a prize to win? Girls, I'm sorry. I really like winning. Wait, do I win a prize?
Juice.
Juice. Nah, that's all right.
Times are rough. It's what I'm saying. There's no prize, unfortunately.
It's okay.
It's just for fun.
Nah, we like a good fun moment.
Whoever wins, I'll buy you a shot tomorrow.
Girl,
Period.
I'ma find you, even if I don't win.
Cool. So let's get right into it. So our first word is one. O-N-E.
One. Wait, I forgot the song. Wait. But it's Beyonce. 1 + 1.
Yes, I was also there. I was like, I'm like, how does the song go
Me,
now?
even me.
What is singing?
Wait, 1 + 1
Equals
equals 2. We tried, guys.
I don't know much about algebra, but I know. Plus 1 equals 2.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes, but I can't give you.
It's okay.
Hi, why must you be Ellen DeGeneres? Nee, man.
We tried.
Cool. The next song is Break. B-R-E-A-K.
Tate. Yeah?
Break.
Break up with your girlfriend. Yeah, yeah, cause I'm bored.
Ariana.
You can hit it in the morning. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm bored.
Never gonna break.
Break your heart. Oh.
Why do you look like you're disappointed in me?
Okay.
It's okay.
So, well done.
Ons ontdooi nog bietjie.
Cool. The next word, you guys will jump immediately, so don't all jump together.
Okay.
Is love.
Baby, it's you, love on top.
Yeah.
Is it that one?
Is yeah.
Yeah, guys.
We're gonna give you that point, girl. I like how it's just Beyonce song. Selena, what you doing to these people?
She brought that energy.
Child, you feel Beyonce up in here.
Give me some.
Great. So the next word is star or stars.
Starships, 1 and 2. No? Does it work? Woo!
It works.
Hands up and touch the sky.
Who sang that song?
Nicki
Nicki
Minaj.
Minaj.
Oh, sorry, ma. I was
Are
gonna
you
sing
Are you a Nicki fan? I'm a Nicki fan. Pull up in a Sri
Sri
Lanka.
I love it that we all know it. The
Child,
internet.
forever.
Cool. So the next word is girl.
I kissed the girl and I
Yay!
liked it.
I was gonna
Say
sing
stuff.
Girl from Destiny's Child, guys.
That's why I was like, girl, you better get that girl now.
Okay, cool. The next word is yo. Y-O.
Yo.
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 Yo, 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 yippee-yi, how does that go?
I don't know it.
You don't know? Yo, 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 yippee-yi, no, I don't know the
Where
song.
my dogs at? Let me hear you say. No, that's Bow Wow. That's
Is that-
Bow Wow.
Oh,
Bow Wow,
yeah.
wow, yippee. But you were close. Bow Wow,
Bow
wow,
wow,
yippee, yo,
yay.
yippee, yay.
Doesn't it work? I mean, it's a little yo.
Now think of a song, friend. Yeah, that's.
Yo. Can I have a dance with you?
Wow.
Oh!
Chris Brown.
Nobody says yeah.
He says yo, excuse me.
Excuse me, miss.
Excuse
I
me.
saw you come
Across the room. Hey. Hi, guys. Not the moves, choreography.
Okay. Cool. So I guess nobody gets it. Bow wow, yo. Bow wow, yo.
Right?
Okay, you get it.
Can I
You
get it?
You get it.
See, y'all, I know good music.
Thank you.
Might not know the words.
Cool. So we have 2 words left. Currently, Miss Mavis is.
In the lead. Yeah.
I mean, dashing to
She's
the
going to
finish
look for
line.
me tomorrow.
Behind you, I'm gonna be like, gotta keep up with Alina, girl.
Cool. So the next word is rose or roses.
Rose. Caroline. I know you're trying to. No, but what's the song's name by Outkast?
You're
Na na the roses like ooh ooh ooh.
Yeah.
I just
Yes.
Yeah, you're correct.
Because I was like, wait a minute, where's the song going?
And yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to find myself in the
What's the
castle.
Seal song? Kiss from a rose or something.
Maybe I can feel na 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 na. Okay.
the one.
And also, when I die, yeah.
Bury
Yeah,
me
baby,
inside and
yeah.
lay me down on a bed of roses.
That's a beautiful song, guys.
I'm a yeah, nah.
We're giving it to you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Caroline.
I'm seeing you, girl.
So last one.
Yes.
Okay. The last one is, the word is Satin. S-A-T-I-N.
Okay, so I'm gonna be very old school.
Bring it, because I have no
Say
idea.
what again? Satin. Satin sheets to lie on. It's a Dolly Parton song.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can get it.
Girl, coming with the Dolly Parton.
You can get it.
Okay. In the words of Lisa Ellis from Putin Sis, Dolly is mos die kalitse
You know?
Beyoncé met 'n bombastiese boesem, julle weet mos.
Great. So, Miss Mavis wins. So, tomorrow.
Girl. You and me.
She got point you out in the
I'm
audience.
like, yo, excuse me, miss. I see you from across the room.
Oh, guys. Should I be scared?
Just gonna be one little shot in a big
No, I
glass.
got you, mama. I got you.
Yeah, guys. So, that's the show.
That's the show.
And we're right on time.
Really? I just want to say
Well done.
thank you
Thank you
for
guys
your
for
magic.
inviting us.
Thank you for having us.
You know?
guys.
Yeah.
Continue.
Must I continue? Oh! Usually you do the ending most. Usually. Guys, please also drop with where we find you on social media and tomorrow's event. You see, I'm learning from you. And what time and place, hit us with that.
Okay, so my Instagram handle is Mr. Pretorius J. And yeah, Selena and Mr. Pretorius is basically the same. So you'll find it at Mr. Pretorius.
On IG.
Yes.
Yes. And you, mama?
And then you can catch me, darlings. Of course, my husband runs all of our accounts, so you can catch all my content on Rodelio_Lewis. He balances the checkbooks. I don't know how he does it, because, girl, I still need more money. But you can catch me on Rodelio_Lewis. You can catch us on Drag Night Namibia, and you can also catch us at the House of Dash. That's where you'll
Yes.
find exclusive house content. It's a picky, because it's been like, guys,
Yeah,
we've been
it's been a
sleeping.
minute,
yeah.
But we're back.
And
We
tomorrow?
back.
Tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night. So if you did buy your pre-sale ticket, which are sold out for tomorrow, there are no more pre-sale tickets for Friday's show. There are a limited amount at the door. So first come, first serve. So ski laat is vir die kerkbazaar, ek is jammer.
It starts
No.
at 7 or 7:30.
Yes.
Showtime is 7:30.
Yes.
7:30.
It's a whole meet
Alright.
and greet moment. You can meet the queens, take some cute pictures, buy them those shots, and just, have a good
Yo,
time.
guys.
Girl,
You
I
all
wanna go
leave me.
that shot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the tickets are $75.
Yes, and we're like what we're basically encouraging is like if you know you can't make tomorrow's show because they're barely tickets, get yourself tickets for Saturday's show. We still
Saturday's
have a
show.
bunch of pre-sale available. So head on over to Cafe de Prestige. While you're at it, get a taco, get some delicious sliders, free promo. Go on through. Make sure that you guys just get your tickets beforehand. And of course, when you get your ticket, you'll see on your ticket there's a Lefa barcode because one of our amazing sponsors and partners, of course, Lefa, and what they've done is just to make sure that our queens and the queer community as well as our allies, because after a few drinks, who wants to drive their own
Yeah.
car? So Lefa has given us this beautiful sponsorship where they give a 20% discount when you use the Drag Night Namibia promo code, and you have 20% off of your trip with Lefa once you've come to the show and you have your ticket, because there'll be a little barcode on the ticket that you can scan and use for you and your friends to get home.
Nice.
So Safe Spaces and amazing businesses, businesses like Distinctive Art from Ashanti Manetti, have really just been so pivotal in like making sure that we are who we are and we can do what we do. So thank you to everyone that really supports, everyone that buys tickets, all of the sponsors, everyone that helps us and that makes everything happen. Guys, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming through.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you for the energy. It's beautiful. Before, wait, I actually have
Oh.
one question. Speaking of Lefa, I went to Karakura Fashion Week
Uh-huh.
last year and I wore a skirt. Right?
Yeah, we
Yes.
saw.
I wore pants over it because I was like, if this that they sees me over
What's he
there,
gonna do? What's he gonna
he
do?
go fight me. So I put a pants over it.
Yeah.
So I think it's brilliant that Lefa is sponsored because
Yeah.
obviously that means that there's a safe place.
Safe
Yes.
space,
People
yeah.
can come out in their drag.
Exactly.
But how do you guys deal with that? Obviously there's obviously going to be a little fear because not everybody in the movie has
Yeah.
the same mind. Do you guys also have to take preventative measures like get dressed at the event or even when you go out in drag, like
I think like Selena said earlier, it's like the culture and like the climate has really like changed with time. Like if you look at what last year looked like and how it like progressively, it became more palatable for people. So a lot more people are open to what's happening. I think, and specifically teaming up with Lefa, it was a thing of like, I can get home, I can get ready at home and get into a lefa, and I will not be harassed. I will be protected. I'll be dropped off at the door. He'll make sure that I get home. When they take us home as well, the lefa drivers make sure that you go into your house first. So it's really, and I really love working with lefa. And I know it sounds like, oh, this girl is being paid to say this, but they've really been so instrumental, because as you guys also know, last year OCEBS, one of the drag night performers, also had an incident where when OCEBS went home, she was attacked by a security guard in the building that she stays in, right after being dropped off in a cab, who already had a little bit of a moment. So all of those things are the preventative measures that we decided. We need to make sure that when we have people coming to this event, we are responsible for what happens afterwards, during, and before. So lefa was very important for us to make sure that your before and after, you are safe. You don't have to stress, you don't have to worry. You can show up in your lekker skirt and wys vir ons daai kuite wat buite sit.
That better come
Ons kan
through.
sien.
No, it was a once in a lifetime thing.
Girl, but you look so good in this. I was like, oh,
It's the legs for me.
wow.
So before we close off, I have a few. Let me just pause this. So there's a few comments on the stream. Aiden basically says, I think he's commenting on what we mentioned earlier, a system of bullies and clever placed weights. I think it's based on the name. Lizelle says, Selena, you're beautiful, love you.
Thank you, Lizelle.
Lizelle Clausen, and then Hanan Baikin says, love our Namibian drag royalty.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's our daddy.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been
Thank you,
such
guys.
a beautiful
Thank
moment. Tune in again next week. We don't know who's coming through. It's gonna be great.
I said I'm gonna be here.
Girl, you back? Girl, you out here giving free shots away. This place.
Yes, oh.
Yes, Chubby.
Sorry, I was ready to.
She's ready to tussle.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm
But
back.
Like she said, please, if you are family members of the beautiful She, please tune in again. Our numbers need to go up.
Period.
And yeah, thank you, ladies, for coming through.
Thank you
again.
so much for having us.
Tune in again next week, where we will have new guests. We will have another vibrant show. And yeah, stay safe this weekend. Mask up, social distance, social media, whatever, guys.
Sanitize,
You know,
condomize.
Hey, it's a weekend. Weekend special.
Out.